Nate here from fitnessequipmentcafe.com, the home of fitness equipment news, reviews and interviews, and I'm here at the Technogym Australia showroom to check out a new product. It's called Bike. It's Technogym's new offering that allows you to connect with live classes as well as an extensive library of on-demand classes too. So let's go check this bike out. Let's tap in, and the bike, obviously the setup that we've got for this bike is the professional configuration. So it's for facilities that allow for unlimited logins. So that's going to be different to the subscription setup that you would have at home for the home use. But you've got to be thinking about this one more for, say, hotels, gyms, corporates, etc. So currently there are two locations. There's Rebel in the UK and Revolution, which is Virgin Active in Milan. Now what's happened here is that they've set up these studios and they're recording these sessions, these cycling sessions live, and then that becomes the foundation of the on-demand library that we will now discover. So I'm going to tap into Rebel. Now just to keep in mind, the Revolution is a 45-minute class, whereas Milan, I'll just go back to there, is they've actually got 30-minute, 50-minute and 55, it says here down the bottom, which is really cool. So you've got that choice. Now I've got my phone here, and I'm going to just log into my Technogym account. I'm going to tap on Rebel. It's asking for my wellness account. Let me just do that. So you can see here I've got my QR code scanner up. It scans it in. Okay, so now it says that I'm on the Technogym bike. Alright, so I'm just going to rest that here on the dock. Okay, now the actual bike itself doesn't rely on the phone anymore. The phone has done its job. And so now we can basically have a look at this and interact with this screen. So there's a lot to take in here, and I'm going to unpack this for you. First of all, we've got up the top here our live classes, and they've got a schedule. Now you can see here today 17:30, which is 5:30. William is doing a pop cycle, which is 30 minutes at Revolution. So you guys can access those. It's a subscription-based access, obviously at home, as well as in the commercial environment, but you can access these classes. We can tap along and search for more classes there, and yes, we can even scroll. There we go. So look, I'm learning as I go here. It's my first experience. You've also got, now let's look down a little bit further. You've got music. You can choose the type of music that you would like. You can also choose your favorite instructor or trainer. So you've got lots of options. Of course, then you can choose Rebel, One Rebel and Revolution, and that will actually expand in the coming months. Australia, for example, they're currently choosing their content supplier, and there are other countries as well. So now think about this on a broader scale. You're also looking at multi-language capability, because there'll be places in Spain and all across the world, for example, that will have these sessions running. So the on-demand, let's have a look at these guys. I'll just tap on Rebel. That's the one we want. Yep. See you later. Okay, so now we've got all these classes here that we can go through. And you can choose one of these classes. These are all 45 minutes that we've checked in here, because it is One Rebel, and that's the format that they do. Down the bottom here, so I can tap in one of those classes and see what it's all about. I can also make that a favorite, so let's just add that as a favorite right now, and I'm going to show you where that then ends up. Down the bottom here we've got another menu. If I have a look at this left hand side, we've got the profile, general settings, display and audio, bike settings, video tutorials. Let's just jump into that one. Actually, that's pretty interesting, especially if you're at home. This is really cool, because you've got 4 videos here at the moment where you can actually start your process, and you don't need a trainer to set you up or an instructor. to come into your house, you can actually do this on your own. Technogym have made this super easy for you. So at One Rebel, this is a really cool screen here. We've got all the instructors and all the different mixes. If we have a look at a class space, this is the original screen that you find when you first open or log into the bike. You're back to basically what you would classify as a home screen. Then you've got your trainers. You can check out your trainers. You can go to their individual profiles and see all their classes. What I love about this screen so far is that, well, quite simply, it's very intuitive. It's very smooth to touch. Now, obviously this isn't a touch zone, but it lets you know that by actually you can't do anything. But it's very, very smooth to touch, very smooth and very fluid, kind of like a tablet. And it's really easy. It's very user navigational easy, I'd classify it, if that's even if that's the term. So we've got these instructors here. That's fantastic. Now if we move over here to our favorites, did you remember that class that I put a little mark against earlier? Well, it's now in there, so I can go back and go into my favorites and repeat that, which is really, really cool. Another interesting feature that I haven't touched on, because it's not part of the on-demand or the live classes, is more workouts, and it's here down the bottom right next to the menu. And have a look at this. Now this is interesting because it doesn't need a subscription. You can actually tap onto one of these and let's choose one of my favorites. Where have we got? Okay, let's go here, over here in France. Now check this out. It's connecting. And now you've got a virtual ride. And if I pedal the bike over, I may not get any power out of it because I'm not actually, oh there we go, yeah, I've got some power into it. I'm going to load up a little bit. You'll actually see the resistance popping up. You'll also see the power. And I really like the dials, but we're going to dive into that a little bit more. But there you go, that's virtual. And that's just one more element that Technogym have provided that doesn't need subscription.